This session we're going to be going through some problem solving. We're going to start off with just a quick mental starter. So you're going to answer these questions without a calculator, okay, so it's all using pen and paper. This is using all of the methods that we've learned in the previous sessions, okay, so adding decimals, taking them away, multiplying and so on. Okay, so the first question, add together 1.012 and 0.34. Next question, a washer weighs 23 grams. How many washers are in a box weighing 2.3 kilos? Next question, estimate an answer to 24.5 times 0.76. Write down the answer to -3 times -5. What is 7.8 divided by 10 squared? Subtract 0.23 from 7.4. What is the value of the digit 6 in 0.0026? And 10 pens cost £4.30. How much do 6 pens cost? I'm going to quickly go through the answers. So the first one was 1.352. A washer weighs 23 grams. How many washers are in a box weighing 2.3 kilos? It's going to be 100 washers. Estimate the answer. So here I've rounded my numbers to 25 multiplied by 0.8. I can work out 25 times 8, which is 200, and then divide that number by 10 to give me 20. -3 times -5 is 15. Remember, two negatives make a positive answer. The next question, 7.8 divided by 10 squared is 100. That's just 10 times 10. So it's 7.8 divided by 100 to give you 0.078. Next question is 7.17. The digit 6 tells us that it is 6 10,000ths or 60 thousandths. And the last one, 10 pens cost £4.30. How much do 6 pens cost? You're going to have to work out how much 1 pen costs and then just multiply that by 6. So £4.30 divided by 10 gives me 43 pence. And then multiply that by 6 to give me £2.58. This next question, you have a diagram and you need to fill the boxes with the numbers 1 to 9. You cannot repeat the numbers. Okay, so you have to use each of those numbers once. And you need to make all the calculations correct. So for example, something minus something equals your answer. But it also has to work with this calculation going down. So something multiplied by the other number, and then you get your answer there. And they will all link together. Okay, so you're using the digits 1 to 9. So copy this diagram and fill in the boxes. So you've probably had to try a few different options, but here are the answers. We've got 9, take away the 5 gives me 4. 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. From here I can see 4 times 2 gives me the 8. How can I get 8? It's going to be 7 plus 1. So you can see how they all link together. Here's another question. One adult and 2 children pay £11 to go to the theatre. 2 adults and 1 child pay £11.50. How much is the child's ticket to the theatre? Okay, so try this for yourself and then press play when you're ready. For this question, we're going to use trial and improvement. Eventually, you should be able to find out that the adult ticket is £4 and the child ticket is £3.50. You're just going to have to try different values for the tickets. So, for example, if I thought, say, the adult tickets are £5, so adult tickets are £5. For the first scenario, I've got one adult and two children. So I'm just going to put two children is £11. Okay, if it's £5 for the adult, then I know that the two children has to equal to £6. Okay, so this has to be 6 in order to get my 11, which means that for one child it's going to be £3. But if I was to put this value and this value into the next scenario that they've given, I'm not going to get my £11.50. Firstly, because we don't have the 50p left over, okay, or in any of the prices. So two adults will give me £10, one child is £3, so that's £13, not £11.50. So you just need to try a few different values and then you should get the answer to be £4 for the adults and £3.50 for the child. The next question says the post office wants to sell books of stamps from slot machines that will only take 50p, £1 and £2 coins. One stamp costs 27p and the other stamp 22p. Is it possible to have a book combining both stamps that will cost a multiple of 50? So just have a think about that question. If we want the books to be costing a multiple of 50p, then we know that they have to either cost 50p, £1, £1.50, and so on. £2, £2.50. So these are all multiples of the 50p. Okay, so you need to think of ways to combine those stamps to get one of these totals. So just press pause and see how many different combinations you can come up with. Okay, so there are 3 possible answers. The first one, we can get a total of £2.50. We can have 6 lots of the 27p stamps and 4 lots of the 22p stamps, and that gives me £2.50. Okay, there are 2 more answers, so if you haven't worked them out, then just press pause again and see if you can get the other 2. Okay, so the other 2 possibilities are to get £3.50 and £4.50, and those are the different stamps that you would have in the books. Okay, next question. On a farm there are only hens and rabbits. Altogether there are 13 animals with 36 legs between them. How many hens and how many rabbits are there? So you can only have 13 animals. We know the hens have 2 legs and the rabbits have 4. So you just need to come up with different ways of getting the 36 legs between the 13 animals. So, for example, I could have 12 rabbits and 1 hen. That gives me 50 legs, and I've got my 13 animals. Okay, so that's not going to work. So we just need to keep trying until we have 36 legs between them. Okay, again, this is a little bit of trial and improvement. So we've gone through the first example. The next one, we can try 11 rabbits and 2 hens. That gives me 48 legs. So that's still too many. If I keep on going, I'll end up with 5 rabbits and 8 hens. So the 5 rabbits, okay, so each of the rabbits have 4 legs. So 5 times 4 is 20. And then the 8 hens, each have 2 legs, so that's a total of 16 legs. If I add those together, I've got 36 legs between those 13 animals, because I've got 5 here and 8 there. Okay, you're going to go through and answer these questions. I'm not going to read it out, so just press pause and work through them. The answers will come up at the end of the lesson. Okay, the next questions are here, and you've also got a little bit of an extension question at the bottom. And again, the answers will come up at the end. Okay, here are the answers to all of those questions. So just check that you've got the correct answers and that it didn't cause you too much problems. Okay, for these next questions, it's just an overview on the whole chapter. Okay, so if you want, you can answer these questions and send it to me, and then I can mark it and send it back to you with some feedback. Okay, so it's a good way of knowing sort of where you are and how well you understood the chapter. If you didn't do so well in these ones, then perhaps you'd like to go back and just see where you've got gaps in your knowledge or where you just need a little bit more help. Okay, the next questions are here. Question 4 and 5. Okay, so as I said, just for that last section from where it started with the medicine, the cough mixture, for those questions you can send it to me, just email it to the email address that you've got and I can mark that for you and send it back. Okay, so that's the end of this chapter.